network of hospitals and clinics where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do with a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say I do to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. It is 8 minutes after 6 o'clock. Waking up with a very pleasant feeling, 53 degrees outside. We'll check in with Jeff Eno, who is on duty at the Weather Channel this morning. We'll get the forecast in a moment. But first things first, how about some Tuesday birthdays here? Let's look at the calendar. It is the 4th day of June. And so today we know about some folks like Clyde Martin, who is having a birthday. Jackie Perkins celebrates. Jerry Landrum. Tanya Clapp is 45 today. Harvey Simmons is 48. Happy 7th birthday to Corbin Nunn. Tiffany Woodard celebrates a birthday today. It's also Jerry Landrum. Brother Robbie Gilbert celebrates today. How about Miss Kaylin Davis? That's Kaylin Davis with a birthday. And Isaac Hutchinson is celebrating a birthday today, too. So congratulations. Lines are open 651-9149. 800-956-1023. Online here from WCLU radio.com. Why don't we turn around and check out the way that the forecast is shaping up for today. And Jeff Eno on duty at the Weather Channel says, are we having the calm before the storm?
Looks like locally heavy rain will be the main threat with any of the showers or storms that are headed our way. Slow-moving area of low pressure will be riding in. Now, today, don't have to worry about any of that. We're mostly sunny, a little warm, headed up to the upper 80s. And then tonight, chances for those scattered storms late. That overnight low falls back to the mid to upper 60s. More of the scattered showers and storms for Wednesday. Again, some could be severe. Afternoon high 89. Better chances for storms by Wednesday night. Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
All right, Jeff, let's see. I got the current conditions over here, checking the instrumentation. The humidity is at 75%. The winds are to the northeast at 5 miles an hour. The barometer is at 30.10. The constant coverage in studio radar screen is crystal clear this morning, so rain's not in the neighborhood as of yet, but we'll keep an eye on that for you. 53 degrees, 610. Brendan Crane in local news. Next.
Glasgow consists of over 8,000 homes and businesses, with a power and broadband grid consisting of 11,452 poles and 1,437 miles of electric and cable lines that are all powered by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. The Glasgow EPB also has 5,700 cable modems across Glasgow, providing customers with high-speed internet access. The Glasgow EPB manages all of these great services with a staff of less than 50 people that are dedicated to connecting Glasgow to the future. Stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB today on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on GlasgowEPB.net.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry, I'm here to help when you do.
This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
Good morning. For WCLU Local News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. A man has been arrested after police found him to be in possession of a controlled substance. The Glasgow Police Department says an officer conducted a traffic stop on Cumberland Street Saturday. Officer Guy Turcott made contact with Austin Cox. Turcott noticed a handgun in the driver's side door, prompting him to search Cox's vehicle. Police located 11 grams of marijuana, scales, and a large amount of money. Austin Cox of Elkhorn, Kentucky, was arrested and charged with trafficking in a controlled substance within 1,000 feet of a school enhancement and possession of drug paraphernalia. Cox was lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. He has a $5,000 cash bond and appeared in court yesterday. A Glasgow man was arrested Saturday after officers responded to a complaint of a vehicle fleeing the scene of an accident. After investigation, Glasgow police located the vehicle parked at a residence on West Skriniver Road in Barron County. Officers made contact with Christopher Wheeler and determined that he had been driving the vehicle involved in the accident. Wheeler of Glasgow was arrested and charged with violation of a Kentucky EPO or DVO, leaving the scene of an accident, failure to render aid or assistance, first-degree wanton endangerment, and failure of a non-owner operator to maintain required insurance at first offense. Officer Wesley Hicks made the arrest, assisted by Officer Dave Houchins. A Columbia woman has been arrested in Metcalfe County. Last Saturday at approximately 11:45 p.m., Metcalfe County Sheriff's Deputy Jared Still initiated a traffic stop on US 68 in the city limits of Edmonton. Deputy Still stopped a 2003 Oldsmobile Alero for the offense of careless driving. The operator was identified as Ashley Dawn Sroka, 33, of Columbia. Upon contact with the operator, Deputy Still obtained consent to search her vehicle. During the vehicle search, Deputy Still recovered suspected methamphetamine and other controlled substances. Deputy Still also recovered several items of drug paraphernalia, according to a news release. Sroka was placed under arrest and transported to the Barron County Jail under the following charges: disregarding a stop sign, careless driving, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance first-degree methamphetamine, and possession of a controlled substance second-degree unspecified. On May 22nd, Metcalfe County Sheriff's Deputy Logan Richardson responded to a residence on Apple Grove Road in the Summershade community in reference to a vehicle theft. The suspect entered the residence while the owner was behind the house mowing her yard. Once inside, the suspect took the keys to a 2005 white Chevy Colorado pickup truck and removed the vehicle from the residence. Through investigation, police were able to identify the suspect as Danny Jason Billingsley, 35, of Summershade. Deputy Richardson developed sufficient information to lead to the issuance of an arrest warrant for Billingsley for the offenses of burglary second degree and theft by unlawful taking, auto over $500 but under $10,000. The location of the vehicle remains unknown. The arrest warrant was executed on Billingsley at the Barron County Jail by members of the Glasgow Police Department on Sunday. Deputy Richardson was assisted with the investigation by Deputy Jared Still. A Kentucky pastor is accused of trying to set up a threesome with two underage girls. The Courier-Journal reports that a 26-year-old Bobby J. Blackburn, pastor of the Elevate Church in Prestonburg, was arrested last week and charged with using an electronic communication system to get a minor to commit a sex act. WYMT said Blackburn also owns a local Giovanni's Pizza place, which plays Christian music and puts Bible verses on receipts. An arrest citation says Blackburn's business employs the girls, one of whom showed officers the sexual messages from Blackburn. The citation also accuses the pastor of threatening to fire a third girl if she didn't take the blame for sending the messages. The newspaper reported that it tried to reach Blackburn for comment without a response. Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin says administration is seeking to amend the state's Medicaid plan in an effort to provide greater health care access for students. Bevin's office says the proposal would allow Kentucky school districts to utilize federal Medicaid funding to provide Medicaid-enrolled students with increased access to school-based health care. The care includes mental health services, health screenings, and asthma management. Bevin's administration says the proposal was submitted to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in late April. If approved, the goal is to begin the expansion of services and eligible students during the 2019-2020 school year for school districts choosing to participate. The proposal was presented to state lawmakers Monday. The Cabinet for Health and Family Services is working with the state education department on the effort. Straight ahead, we have an interview with Kiwanis Club of Glasgow President Scott Curley. He tells us about an upcoming law enforcement appreciation banquet next week. Straight ahead, right here on WCLU Local News.
BG Tire is way more than just tires, though they are the perfect fit for your new tires using your tax refund. Plus, they're your full-service tire and automotive center. They offer pickup and drop-off service to your home or business to save you time. Alignments, oil changes, and brake work, BG Tire does it all, including emergency roadside assistance 24 hours a day. Put your faith in the company that Bowling Green and Glasgow have trusted for over 4 generations. BG Tire, across from BG Home Furnishings on Lovers Lane in Bowling Green.
Hello, Brennan Crane here for WCLU News. I'm here with Scott Curley, the president of the Kiwanis Club of Glasgow. How are you today, Scott?
Doing great, Brennan. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So just tell me a little bit about the Law Enforcement Appreciation Banquet coming up on June 11th.
The Kiwanis Club of Glasgow, along with 4 other civic organizations, the Lions Club of Glasgow, the Barron Evening Lions Club, the Kiwanis Club of Caverna, and then also the Rotary Club of Glasgow, are collaborating to bring a law enforcement appreciation event on June 11th. It's starting at 6 o'clock. That's at Ralphie's Fun Center. We have the Barron County culinary program that actually is catering that event. And that event is law enforcement officers are eating free of charge. They're invited, their spouses and also their kids. And afterwards, the kids will receive a Ralphie's wristband so that they can continue a family event after this is over. We have some awards that we're giving out. We also have probably about 35 door prizes that we'll be handing out to the officers and things along that line.
All right. And so you talk a little bit about how this is going to be at Ralphie's, and can you tell me a little bit about officers with children? How does that benefit them?
Well, officers with children, we want the children to see their parents appreciated for the job that they're doing in the community. There's so many negative things out there related to police in our society, statements made, things like that. And I know kids are hearing things at school, but we want them to see these civic organizations that they really do appreciate the officers for the sacrifices they make and the fact that our community is protected because of their efforts.
All right. And so tickets are $20, and it says that they can be purchased at the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce?
Yes, they can. If someone saw me personally, I have tickets available also. But, yes, they're available at the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce. They're also now tickets for the officers and their spouses and kids are free of charge, obviously. But we felt like that business people and then also other family members of officers would like to come to show their support for them. We want to thank our event sponsors, HVAC Services Incorporated and TJ Regional Health, have come up to the plate, and they're sponsoring this event, and certainly couldn't do it without them.
Again, on June 11th, the Law Enforcement Appreciation Banquet. Of course, officers and their families are free of charge, but tickets are $20 for the public and any other family of officers. You can purchase those tickets at the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce. It's next Tuesday night at 6 p.m. at Ralphie's Fun Center, located at 702 Happy Valley Road here in Glasgow. Put on by HVAC and TJ Sampson, as well as the Kiwanis Club of Glasgow, Barron Evening Lions Club, the Rotary Club of Glasgow, Glasgow Lions Club, and the Kiwanis Club of Caverna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you ready to get serious about taking care of your dental health? Become a member. Riley Dental Group in Glasgow makes it easy for you to make it happen. Yes, a membership with Riley Dental Group entitles you to 2 free cleanings per year, 2 free exams per year with unlimited x-rays, plus discounts on all the dental procedures we do. Yes, fillings and extractions reduced 20%, crowns and veneers dentures and partials, even implants and sedation dentistry. 20% off as a member of the Riley Dental Group's in-house plan. Come get a free brochure at Riley Dental Group's office at 101 State Avenue in Glasgow. Dr. Matthew Riley, Dr. Amy Norris Cassidy, and Dr. Jim Thurman. The Riley Dental Group, enabling you to affordably take better care of your dental health. 651-5939. Join us Thursdays at 7:30 a.m. as we present Banking on Business, sponsored by the People's Bank. Banking on Business is an interview segment hosted by Terry Bunnell, People's Bank President. Enjoy meeting people from your favorite local businesses and hearing the stories of how they got started and where they're headed. You can check it out online at WCLUradio.com on EPB Channel 6, WCLU 103.1 and 102.3 FM and 1490 AM each Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kentucky schools could soon use Medicaid to pay for some health services for students. Haley Hansen reports.
A plan submitted by the Cabinet for Health and Family Services would cover physical, mental, and behavioral health services in Kentucky schools. Kentucky Education Commissioner Dr. Wayne Lewis tells WLKY.
So the more that we can do to provide resources, services to attend to their health, their physical needs, the better shot we have at having them in the classroom and ready and able to learn.
Individual districts would be able to decide what they want to offer. If Kentucky opts in, it could have the coverage in place by next school year. I'm Haley Hansen.
Governor Bevin says he doesn't know anything about the circumstances that led to the dismissal of his lieutenant governor's deputy chief of staff. Bevin told reporters he was surprised by Lieutenant Governor Janine Hampton's tweet last week that asked for prayers in her fight against, quote, dark forces after the dismissal of Adrian Southworth. The Kentucky Association of Counties has a new leader at the helm. The group's board of directors appointed Jim Henderson as executive director and CEO. Henderson has served as deputy executive director since January of last year and will assume the new duties immediately. Kentucky junior left-hander Zach Thompson was selected by the St. Louis Cardinals with the 19th overall pick in the Major League Baseball draft.
Still hasn't hit me that it's happened. It means a lot to me, and I hope that this helps Kentucky baseball and helps grow this program and this facility, and show that this is the caliber of a program that we are and that we belong here.
University of Louisville junior Logan Wyatt was selected 51st overall by the San Francisco Giants. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month or less. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway included at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/access now to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes taxes and fees. Includes 1 terabyte of data per month. Data overage charges apply. For details about data allowance, go to att.com/internet-usage. Geographic and service restrictions apply.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
Good morning from WCLU. It is 53 degrees at 6:25. In area funeral announcements this hour, Mr. Sherman Ray Tack Branham, age 79, of Burkesville, died Sunday at Cumberland County Hospital. He is survived by his wife, Wanda Branham, his child, Samantha Stewart Ray Branham of Washington, siblings Robbie Murray, Earl Branham, both of Burkesville, and Margaret Sarah of Glasgow. Special friends Libby Mullenix, Junior Smith, Sox Riddle, and Hazel Smith. Service for Sherman Ray Tack Branham will be Wednesday at 1 at Norris New Funeral Home. Burial to be in the Burkesville Cemetery. Visitation begins at 2 o'clock today and continues until the funeral hour on Wednesday. Alternate expressions of sympathy can be made in the form of contributions to We Care of Burkesville. Diana Lee Harris, age 60, of Tompkinsville, died Sunday at her residence. She attended Tompkinsville Church of Christ. Diana is survived by her mother, Mary Marie Brown Bland of Tompkinsville, husband Jimmy Lee Harris, 3 sons, Michael and Johnny Vibert, and Jimmy Eugene Harris, all of Tompkinsville, 5 grandchildren, Shanna, Gambit, Madison, Kenyon, and Kelsey Vibert, 5 sisters, Flora Burge of Burkesville, Carolyn Brown of Tompkinsville, Virginia Smith of Moss, Tennessee, Vicki McLaughlin of Betty Good, both of Tompkinsville. Services for Diana Lee Harris will be held at 3 o'clock this afternoon at Yoakley Tribble Funeral Home. Burial to be in the White Cemetery. Alan B. Woosley, age 86, of Louisville, died Sunday. He was a Korean War Army veteran and a mail carrier for the U.S. Postal Service and a member of the Mount Pleasant Cumberland Presbyterian Church. He is survived by his wife, Lily Anderson Woosley, 2 sons, Stuart Woosley of Louisville and Glenn Buckley of Oregon, 2 grandchildren, Allison and Alex Woosley, both of Louisville, a brother, Terrell Woosley of Big Reedy, 2 sisters, Joyce Harrison of Bowling Green and Janice Young of Indiana, sister-in-law Myra Woosley of Bowling Green. Funeral services for Albin B. Woosley will be held at 2 o'clock Thursday at the Mount Pleasant Cumberland Presbyterian Church, with interment to be in the church cemetery. Visitation from noon until 2 Thursday at the church. Memorial contributions can be made to the Home of the Innocents in Louisville. Funeral services for Carolyn McIntyre Cunningham will be held at 2 o'clock today at the Pleasant Home Missionary Baptist Church. Burial to be in the Pleasant Home Cemetery. Visitation is in progress at the Goad Funeral Home. Memorial services for James Elwood Lester, 79, of Glasgow, will be tonight at 7:30 at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Funeral services for James Wesley Wade, age 79, of Heisville, will be today at 2 o'clock at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial in the Heisville Cemetery. A graveside service for Elizabeth Cheney, age 89, of Horse Cave, will be today at 1 o'clock at Horse Cave Municipal Cemetery under the direction of the Wynn Funeral Home. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Did you know termites cause over $5 billion in property damage each year? Luckily, you can protect your home with Arrow Exterminators and the Centricon system with always active technology. Centricon creates a protective barrier around your home to stop termites before they ever have the chance to attack. It is truly investment protection for your home. The pros at Arrow Exterminators also specialize in pest, mosquito, and fire ant control. And you can feel good knowing that all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. All you have to do is schedule a free home evaluation, and a licensed Arrow professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Arrow Exterminators Pest Control.
A Wendy's Frosty is something special, and for a limited time, a Frosty is just 50 cents. An American classic for a classic price. It's not quite a milkshake, not quite an ice cream cone. It's definitely chocolate or vanilla. That choice is on you. Use a spoon or a French fry. Anything goes. A Frosty makes summer special. Yep, there's nothing quite like a Frosty. And at Wendy's, we got you with a Frosty for 50 cents. Get yours before this deal melts away.
Small Frosty only at participating Wendy's for a limited time. Price and participation may vary in Alaska and Hawaii.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Southern States has been partnering with farmers since 1923, which is why so many farmers depend on Southern States season after season for fertilizers and chemicals, baler twine and hay supplies, fly minerals for beef cattle, and so much more. You need it? They have it at Southern States. And yes, they love helping gardeners with seed and supplies. Lots of folks get their propane tanks refilled for the summer season at Southern States. But did you realize they are your home for the world-famous Holland grills? Check them out today. You'll always feel taken care of when you depend on Southern States Glasgow Co-op on Sampson Street.
Looks like locally heavy rain will be the main threat with any of the showers or storms that are headed our way. Slow-moving area of low pressure will be riding in. Now, today, don't have to worry about any of that. We're mostly sunny, a little warm, headed up to the upper 80s. And then tonight, chances for those scattered storms late. That overnight low falls back to the mid to upper 60s. More of the scattered showers and storms for Wednesday. Again, some could be severe. Afternoon high 89. Better chances for storms by Wednesday night. Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. Let's look at where we're starting off the day here today. The barometer is at 30.10. Northeast winds at 5 miles an hour. No precip in the bucket. Winds out of the northeast at about 5 miles an hour. 53 from WCLU. It is 6:31. Good morning.
Care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health Network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive. See the Carfax Vehicle History Report. Calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
F has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
The home of fun. We're talking about Ralphie's Fun Center. We got a bunch of birthday honorees to honor today here on this, the 4th day of June. Like Mr. Clyde Martin, Jackie Perkins, Jerry Landrum with a birthday today. Miss Tanya Clapp is 45. Harvey Simmons is 48. It's number 7 for Corbin Nunn today. Tiffany Woodard with a birthday. Jerry Landrum. Brother Robbie Gilbert. Kaylin Davis. Isaac Hutchinson. Mr. William Rice with a birthday today. It's also a birthday for Kevin Douglas Coomer. And Lewis Wells on the list too. Anniversaries, we have Bobby and Myra Bishop. It's number 36 for the Bishops today. Congratulations. David and Kathy Wiley. Jason and Brandy Turner. And it's the 49th anniversary of Steve and Margaret Miller. The Millers, Steve and Margaret, number 49. Congratulations. Today, by special request, we are patting on the back Eddie Ross. Now, a lot of times folks get patted on the back for a certain event or a certain anniversary, birthday, or retirement. But this is just a nomination to be good as gold for Eddie Ross, just because he's a tremendous guy and a great friend. Now, certainly you would want the opportunity to pat somebody on the back for being that. And Eddie Ross, you get patted on the back today. Being nominated so is because you're a tremendous guy and a great friend. Let him know he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. 635 archives in the very near future.
At Ford's Furniture, England special orders don't cost more or take longer. Choose the Macintosh Sage Couch and customize it with your choice of fabric, designer pillows, even choose your seat firmness for only $5.99. That's right, just $5.99 for a custom order couch in your home in 30 days, or it's free. For a limited time, you can get special financing. 48 months, no interest, making the Macintosh Sage Couch less than $13 a month. On sale now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle, a combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more, because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Call State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow at 270-651-3608.
All right, now let's see here. Let me tell you, first of all, it's Michelle Glubber Wheeler. That's Michelle Glubber Wheeler having a birthday today. And also, we had Clyde Martin on the birthday list here, of course, but we didn't have a number to go with it, so I've gotten a number from a reliable source who just called in to let us know that Clyde is having his 91st birthday today. Number 91 for Clyde Martin today, and I'm sure he's going to make the most of it and enjoy the day for sure. Congratulations to Clyde Martin. Now, let's see here. Phones are ringing off the wall, and Brendan's helping me up there, so I want to be sure and give him time to get all that together. And let's see here. Well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get into the archives. Why not do that? I'll save these other things for a few minutes from now. So, let's stay somewhat on time here. Yes, Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services presents the archives. We have history to lay out before you right after this word from our fine sponsors.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
All right, it's 53 degrees. I'm going to pick up the phone right here because I have it on good account that Sam Terry is over there ready to explore some history. Is that right, Sam?
That is correct.
Doing good today, sir?
I am. I hope you are.
I am too. It's just a fun time to be around here with so many things going on, and we just really enjoy talking about them here. And 100. That's kind of how it happens, because 100 years ago, everybody was talking about some really neat things that were coming up as well. 1919, Sam. Let's begin the day with the story of the circus coming, and I believe you sent us a picture that we're going to use on the archives to celebrate this 1919 story about when spring comes, the circus. And the first big tent show in Glasgow is going to visit. And if you're watching us here on Facebook Live or on EPB Channel 6, you see the graphic right there that introduces the Rhoda Royal Circus. That's RHODA, the Rhoda Royal Hippodrome Circus, and the Old Buffalo Wild West Show, which will exhibit on June the 11th. That sounds like a really fine operation right there, Sam, for 1919.
It certainly does. And a little research on my part revealed that the Rhoda Royal Circus is actually still in existence.
Oh, is it really?
And was quite famous, and was originally based in Indiana, so it wasn't too far away from Glasgow.
Right.
But was apparently a quality show and extremely entertaining. And I bet a lot of area folks had a big time there.
Well, you know, this name, Rhoda Royal, is actually the name of the equestrian director who is known world over and is without a doubt one of the best tented aggregations now traveling. What about that? Got the name and traveling all over the world. And can you imagine in 1919 what it was like to try to move a circus around the country?
It would be quite an undertaking.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. But It was coming to town 100 years ago. The big announcement. No, we're not going to sit around and rot, are we? We're going to get out and do stuff, like the big circus here in 1919. Our love of music is continuing to be exemplified in 1929. The County Singing Convention is announced. It's going to be held in the gym here the fourth Sunday of this month. It will be a great occasion, and most everybody will be here. You better come early if you want to get a good place. They're predicting quite a large crowd, it sounds like, Sam, from 1929. The County Singing Convention.
I think they were very popular events.
Yeah.
They show up in the archives frequently, and you hear a lot of recollections of those.
Indeed. And certainly kind of shows the foundation of our love for gospel music around here. 1939, we've got Alexander's Ragtime Band returning to the Trigg Theater. Now, that got everybody pumped up, don't you know, in 1939, Sam? In response to numerous requests from movie fans in this section, some of whom saw the picture when it was shown here some time ago, and from many more who did not avail themselves of the opportunity, but have heard so much of it from those who did attend, manager Bruce Aspley has booked a return billing for the popular film classic for next Sunday and Monday, when it will be shown from the Trigg screen. The picture glorifies many of Irving Berlin's ragtime masterpieces of the last 3 decades, and for those the least bit musically inclined, we recommend it. A splendid entertainment. Come on down for the return visit of Alexander's Ragtime Band to the Trigg Theater, Sam.
That would be an awful lot of fun.
And, you know,
see that and see it in the Trigg.
To think about the competition, the early days of, to think about not one but 2 movie theaters competing for good shows, they were, this business of bringing it back here was probably a pretty good little move on Bruce Aspley's part there from 1939. All right, 1949. We've got news about Reverend J.L. Piercy, a retired Methodist minister who was awarded the 1948 Distinguished Citizenship Medal at Memorial Day services conducted Monday at the Glasgow Cemetery. The award went to Reverend Piercy for his activities in connection with the fund campaign for Sampson Community Hospital, of which he served as the general chairman. About 350 persons attended the memorial service honoring the war dead here in 1949. So you can see these wonderful celebrations that we had on Memorial Day are well grounded, and certainly have been excellent celebrations have been put on before us, and for excellent reasons too. That's a big crowd, 350 for the memorial service up at the cemetery, Sam.
It certainly is, and at that time the Veterans Memorial with the columns and things didn't even exist yet.
No.
So it wasn't quite as organized as we envision such things being today.
I think the marker on the columns, that's stand up there where the columns are, is about 1962 or 64, one somewhere in that range, as I have looked at it before. 1959. We've got this story for you. Joe Billy Aspley, who was born and reared in the city of Glasgow, will be ordained to the Christian ministry Sunday evening, June the 7th, at the First Christian Church. Joe Billy, as he is known to his friends, grew up in the First Christian Church, made his confession of faith, and went from the church into the ministry. Reverend Aspley received the Bachelor of Divinity degree from the College of the Bible in Lexington. Joe, of course, the son of Beulah Cornelius Nunn, as Mr. Ray Green added to the story, and certainly had an excellent career in the ministry for sure, Sam, back to 1959.
He did, and we might mention that his father was Joe W. Aspley Sr.
Okay.
And he was a brother of Jigger Aspley, who ran the theaters locally, and they were both the sons of Bruce Aspley, who ran the Trigg Theater and was the creator and operator of the plaza for so many years. So lots of connections here.
Right, and I had the honor of getting to hear Joe Billy Aspley speak at his mother's funeral. And excellent, a very calming voice, very calming delivery, and a very talented gentleman for sure. 1969, this was one sentence here in the Republican, but it says a whole lot, Sam. 26 from Barron County are Western Kentucky University graduates. Does that tell you how many Barron Countyans are taking advantage of higher education that's right here in the neighborhood? 1969. 26 grads. And the success continues. All right, 1979, I think this is a cute ad. This is in the Glasgow Daily Times in 1979. The question asked, got the hungries? You got the hungries? Well, choose from our anytime menu or one of our luncheon specials at the new Barney's Parlor Outdoor Patio. You can come to Barney's Parlor Outdoor Patio, have lunches somewhere between $1.65 and $3.25 at the Copper Frog, 31 East South. Of course, 1979, the Copper Frog, later became Bolton's, and right there on 31 East South, kind of a pioneering type of restaurant for the day and time it was built and for the community, and they did well with it. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, and a long tradition of great food and hospitality there.
No question about it. All right, 1989 is where we're going next, Sam. There's a great history in this little short story right here. There was a ribbon cutting this day. It was held for the Park City State Bank. The Park City State Bank's Broadway location in Glasgow. History will tell us that later became the main office of South Central Bank. But that move from Park City to Glasgow happened in 1989. A lot of banking regulations from back in the day that necessitated it being done that way, but it's a solid part of our history now, going back to 1989, Sam.
It is indeed.
1999, let's go up to Horse Cave and have a ribbon cutting on Friday for the new Horse Cave Jail. A cost of $3.8 million. Now, that's, they spent some money on that jail in $1999 for sure. And I think it's a nice facility that was much needed and is actually much utilized, too, I'm sure. Which is the purpose of it. From 1999, $3.8 million. And let's see here. Local Amish volunteers this day in 2009. There was a picture actually in the Barron County Progress this day in 2009. Local Amish volunteers were helping to prepare a stage for the 3rd annual Vet Jam coming up on Saturday. So here we are 10 years later. The 13th Vet Jam is going to be held, but if you heard we were talking with Ernie Wagoner yesterday, they've had to change the location of that because of the impending rain. A lot of forecasters, Sam, see that this is going to be a whole lot of rain here as we get into the weekend. So Ernie and the other folks who work hard for Vet Jam, and I do mean hard, said they worked it out where the plaza can now is going to host the Vet Jam. So the show is going to go on. And I think this is a neat picture from 10 years ago in the Progress. And so this year, it's going to be inside of the plaza because of the weather. But it is going to happen, and it's going to keep happening due to the hard work of some folks. They do good work there, the Freedom Warriors there. And Vet Jam in the archives. That's what I have in there today, Sam. Any more research you want to share with us?
No, I think that's quite a bit for 100 years.
It is.
Lots of interesting things. Everything from the circus to the Freedom Warriors.
That's right.
Lots of community service.
That's right, and some ragtime band in between. Just an exciting place to get up and see what's happening each and every day here in South Central Kentucky. Thanks for joining us and helping us explain it a little bit further, Sam, and I hope you have a good day, okay?
Same to you.
And
See you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I'll be here. And also want to thank folks at Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services for sponsoring this program for a long, long time. We enjoy, folks just enjoy, maybe we're jogging memories, maybe we are straightening out facts, or maybe we're just bringing up things for the first time. But we do enjoy this little morning chat. It's called The Archives. It's 650 WCLU.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new Loaded Hash Round Bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with Hardee's delicious breakfast favorites and in our 2 for $4 mix and match. Try a bowl today. They're actually really useful. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
Celebrate your child's next birthday with the Bowling Green Hot Rods. Toss a strike as your birthday child gets to throw out a ceremonial first pitch, while up to 10 guests attend the party. Pizza or hot dog packages are available and include a reserved table with game tickets, Dippin' Dots to celebrate, and a special visit from either Roscoe or Axel. Call now to schedule your child's next birthday party with the Hot Rods at 901-2121. Bowling Green Hot Rods Baseball. Fun-tastic.
Hi folks, this is Ernie Wagner, Freedom Warriors Commander, Coordinator for the Vet Jam. Due to the imminent weather forecast for this week and this Saturday, we have moved the Vet Jam to the Plaza Theater. It starts at 11 a.m. with the opening ceremony and runs to 11 p.m. with our bands playing. The music will be just as great, and all the bands scheduled for the jam will be performing at the Plaza this Saturday. No coolers or camping will be allowed, of course. There will be alcohol sold at the event. Remember, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday. Vet Jam 13 at the Plaza Theater. Tell everyone you know. Thank you very much.
Make this the year that you transition into spring fully prepared. When it comes to making your home and property look its best to have Mammoth Cave Transplants at your side. Come to Mammoth Cave Transplants and see greenhouse after greenhouse full of bedding plants, hanging plants, trees, shrubs, all of the lavish colors and full foliage plants ready to beautify the world around you. Have you always wanted to get a good start to your garden? Well, Janet Dennison and her staff enjoy helping people pick out the right gardening plants, supplies, and materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud and we'll be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing.
I am loaded.
Are you crazy, chicken?
No, I'm loaded with sauteed mushrooms, bacon, green onions, and a blend of cheeses. And have you met my girlfriend, Hawaiian Chicken?
Aloha.
And this is my old buddy, the deluxe grilled chicken sandwich. He's big and bad on the outside, but tender on the inside with Swiss cheese and bacon strips.
Take your pick at Colton Steakhouse and Grill, serving Glasgow, Campbellsville, Radcliffe, and Bardstown. We know what's at stake. And chicken, too.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
Tired of sitting still? Get going with the bank that's going places, South Central Bank. The South Central Bank Green Tree Travel Club has a journey planned to always exciting Branson, Missouri. Check your calendar. It's October 23rd through the 27th. See Branson at its best. Enjoy the Snowboat Dinner Cruise, a train ride on the Branson Scenic Railway. Experience the Murder Mystery Dinner Show, Lambert's Cafe, and of course it wouldn't be Branson without experiencing the George Strait Dinner Show.
Write this down.
If you're a Green Tree Travel Club member, it's just $600. Non-members, $700. Better book your reservations. A trip like this in late October will fill up fast. Call 888-651-7466 to book it today. October 23rd through the 27th. Head to Branson with South Central Bank's Green Tree Travel Club. 888-651-7466. Member FDIC.
Looks like locally heavy rain will be the main threat with any of the showers or storms that are headed our way. Slow-moving area of low pressure will be riding in. Now, today, don't have to worry about any of that. We're mostly sunny, a little warm, headed up to the upper 80s. And then tonight, chances for those scattered storms late. That overnight low falls back to the mid to upper 60s. More of the scattered showers and storms for Wednesday. Again, some could be severe. Afternoon high 89. Better chances for storms by Wednesday night. Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. On the constant coverage of studio radar screen, no rain really in our neighborhood. Some showers in extremely far west Kentucky, down around what they call Monkey's Eyebrow, right there on the border of the Jackson Purchase. A little bit heavier rain down in West Tennessee, but it's going to take a little while for all that to organize around here, it looks like. We have 75% humidity, 30-10 is the pressure. Northeast winds at 5 miles an hour. It's 53 at WCLU. And this weather update brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank.
Enjoy half-off sushi every Monday and Tuesday at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow. That's right, half-off sushi each Monday and Tuesday at Shogun Bistro right off the square in Glasgow. Shogun Bistro. You've chosen wisely.
You know what? This may go against what you've been told, but when we think about ourselves, it's okay to think great thoughts. In Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 17, the Bible says, "The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. He'll rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you by his love. He will exult over you with loud singing." What if every day you thought about yourself as the object of the eternal God's love? What if you started your day by thinking about the fact that God thinks of you? What if you started your day by considering the fact that God sings about you? We should be thinking great thoughts of ourselves because God loves us. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
NMLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Yes, indeed. We're waking up here at 6:58. We're fixing to play trivia here just in a second. Let me get over here and find. I just really want to find where I put some events that are coming up here. There we go. This is exactly what I was going to tell you about. The Caverna High School Site-Based Council has a call meeting today, a special meeting, central office, for the purpose of principal interviews. I don't have a time on that, but we can get that information from the office there. Caverna High School Site-Based Council meeting today in special session. The Glasgow Barron County retired teachers will meet Thursday at 10:30 at Marywood Weldon Library. And let's see, don't forget the Kentucky Heritage Quilts continue to be on exhibit at the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center. Now, they're wonderful quilts, but the exhibit is going to end on Saturday, June the 8th. So make sure you don't miss this opportunity. These are wall-hanging size quilts from around the state, done with great attention to detail and appear as works of art or painting. So put those on your list of things to get done and enjoy being a part of the many wonderful things we have going on around here. Coming right back, we're going to play trivia.
Every year, Glasgow Building Supply provides quality driveway sealer to Southern Kentucky homeowners at the best price. And the pallets of premier Blackjack brand sealer have arrived at Glasgow Building Supply. Get a jump on sealing now. Each bucket is coal tar free and covers up to 350 square feet. Easy to use for resealing driveways and parking lots. Blackjack Driveway Sealer. Talk to the pros today at Glasgow Building Supply, 31E Bypass. They've got what you need in stock now.
Beach
Bend Park is the place for summer fun with 2 parks in 1. There's thrills for all ages with classic amusement rides, water park, daily shows, mini golf, and so much more. Hop on the awesome Kentucky Rumbler roller coaster with over half a mile of amazing drops and twists. Jump into 1,000,000 gallons of adventure and fun-drenched attractions at Splash Lagoon, featuring a wave pool, lazy river, and thrilling water slides. Relax in your own private cabana rental. Book a birthday party or group celebration or experience the park at dark on Friday Night Lights from 5 to 9:30 p.m. Plus, enjoy fireworks on select nights. At Beach Bend, the parking, tubes, and sunscreen are always free. For hours, offers, and season pass info, visit beachbend.com. This is your summer, your time. This is your beach.
Beach Bend Park. Fun for the whole family. Beach Bend Park.
All right, we've got trivia, and certainly Little Caesars is the sponsor, and they certainly look forward to you coming out there and enjoying either a large pepperoni or a large sausage pizza for answering the following trivia question correctly. And also remember, they're hiring out there. Apply online at mrkpizza.com.
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesars' new Extra Most Bestest Hot and Ready Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy Thin Crust Pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesars Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. One bite and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra Most Bestest Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza versus large round 1-topping Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
Here's the question for you. It's an audio question. You got to listen to win. And we have lots of good listeners out here. So listen to this television theme song and tell me the name of the television show that this is the theme song to. Have you heard enough? All right. Some people think they know, so let's just go to the phones and see if perhaps they do. Hello, trivia.
That would be Alf.
That's correct. And who's this speaking?
Todd Barber.
Todd, how you doing?
I am doing great.
I never expected anybody to get this on the first try, Todd. So you're going to have to explain to me how you're so well-versed in Alf stuff.
Well, I guess it shows my age a little bit. That was one of my favorite shows.
Well, and I think it was a very creative show. It was on the air from 1986 to 1990. So, yes, we possibly show your age there. But Alf was kind of a sassy little alien life form, wasn't he?
Yes, sir.
What was your favorite episode? Do you remember?
No. I don't have a favorite.
No one in particular, huh?
No.
Just all of them. Well, Todd, you've done a good job there because that's going back in time a little bit right there. And I thought, well, let's get a TV show that hadn't been on for a while. Let people see if they can get it correctly. And Todd Barber did so. Favorite show as a child. You were really young, too, 86 to 90, and just cranking it up, getting your fill of Alf. I don't know if that show is on anywhere in reruns. Have you ever seen it on any of these channels that, always run reruns?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, it might be one that maybe Nick at Night or somebody can start showing Alf again. We'll see.
That would be nice.
And you'll know the theme song because it'll come on there, Todd, and it'll inspire you just like it did today to win pizza from Little Caesars. Have a good day, sir. Appreciate you tuning in. We got a coupon for you for Little Caesars right here at the radio station, okay?
Thank you.
Have a good day, Todd.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Todd Barber, that's right. It's Alf. You wouldn't, I just think it's just a neat show and a neat song, and neat that we gave away pizza by reminiscing here. Thanks to Todd Barber. Thanks to Little Caesars. We'll play again tomorrow. and we hope that you will join us here on WCLU in doing so. Stand by. The news you depend on. The 7 o'clock morning edition is now.
CBS News Update. It's London, day 2 for President Trump. He's kicked it off at 10 Downing Street. CBS's Ian Lee is there.
Last night's gala dinner marked the end of the ceremonial phase of this visit. Today, Mr. Trump gets down to business, meeting with Prime Minister Theresa May and other leaders. They're going to be discussing a number of issues: climate, trade, but also Huawei, that Chinese telecommunication company. The Americans would like to see the British not use it in their 5G network. They believe that it could open up not only the UK, but also America to Chinese spying.
Flying high overhead, the pouting baby Trump blimp in its signature diaper, part of what is expected to become one of London's largest protests against a foreign leader.
I hope a lot of people are coming and that they are against Trump and for democracy.
Environmental activists, anti-racism, and women's rights protesters, all in the streets. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Yes, we have a history and roots in Southern Kentucky. Yes, we have a large staff to support our clients with the attention and efficiency they deserve. Best of all, we continue to get better at what we do. You make us better. Let us show you the type of insurance experience we think should always come standard. Every person, family, home, farm, or business we serve gets our best effort. Dedicated to what's best for you, we're ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Jared Persley, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you. Please give us a call.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. A man has been arrested after police found him to be in possession of a controlled substance. The Glasgow Police Department says an officer conducted a traffic stop on Cumberland Street Saturday. Officer Guy Turcott made contact with Austin Cox. Turcott noticed a handgun in the driver's side door, prompting him to search Cox's vehicle. Police located 11 grams of marijuana, scales, and a large amount of money. Austin Cox of Elkhorn, Kentucky, was arrested and charged with trafficking in a controlled substance within 1,000 feet of a school, enhancement, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Cox was lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. He has a $5,000 cash bond and appeared in court yesterday. A Glasgow man was arrested Saturday after officers responded to a complaint of a vehicle fleeing the scene of an accident. After investigation, Glasgow police located the vehicle parked at a residence on West Skriniver Road in Barron County. Officers made contact with Christopher Wheeler and determined that he had been driving the vehicle involved in the accident. Wheeler of Glasgow was arrested and charged with violation of a Kentucky EPO DVO, leaving the scene of an accident, failure to render aid or assistance, first-degree wanton endangerment, and failure of a non-owner operator to maintain required insurance, first offense. Officer Wesley Hicks made the arrest, assisted by Officer Dave Houchins. Last Saturday at approximately 11:45 p.m., Metcalfe County Sheriff's Deputy Jared Still initiated a traffic stop on US 68 in the city limits of Edmonton. Deputy Still stopped a 2003 Oldsmobile Alero for the offense of careless driving. The operator was identified as Ashley Dawn Schroka, 33, of Columbia, Kentucky. Upon contact with the operator, Deputy Still obtained consent to search the vehicle. During the vehicle search, Deputy Still recovered suspected methamphetamine and other controlled substances. Deputies Still also recovered several items of drug paraphernalia, according to a news release. Soroka was placed under arrest and transported to the Barron County Jail under the following charges: disregarding a stop sign, careless driving, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance first degree methamphetamine, and possession of a controlled substance second degree drug unspecified. A Kentucky pastor is accused of trying to set up a threesome with two underage girls. The Courier-Journal reports that 26-year-old Bobby J. Blackburn, pastor of the Elevate Church in Prestonburg, was arrested last week and charged with using an electronic communication system to get a minor to commit a sex act. WYMT said Blackburn also owns a local Giovanni's Pizza place, which plays Christian music and puts Bible verses on receipts. An arrest citation says Blackburn's business employs the girls, one of whom showed officers the sexual messages from Blackburn. The citation also accuses the pastor of threatening to fire a third girl if she didn't take the blame for sending the messages. The newspaper reported that it tried to reach Blackburn for comment without a response. Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin says his administration is seeking to amend the state's Medicaid plan in an effort to provide greater health care access for students. Bevin's office says the proposal would allow Kentucky school districts to utilize federal Medicaid funding to provide Medicaid-enrolled students with increased access to school-based health care. The care includes mental health services, health screenings, and asthma management. Bevin's administration says the proposal was submitted to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services in late April. If approved, the goal is to begin the expansion of services in eligible students during the 2019-2020 school year for school districts choosing to participate. The proposal was presented to state lawmakers Monday. The Cabinet for Health and Family Services is working with the State Education Department for the effort. Straight ahead, we have an interview with Kiwanis Club of Glasgow President Scott Curley. He tells us about an upcoming law enforcement appreciation banquet next week. Straight ahead, right here on WCLU Local News.
I was currently with another prosthetic company, and I was just getting my beginner's prosthetic, and it still wasn't comfortable.
That's when Mike met William Bray with Extreme Prosthetics.
I met Mr. Bray at one of my daughter's ball games, and he'd handed me a card, and he seemed very confident and knew what he was talking about, so I decided to go see Mr. Bray just for a consultation, and just in minutes I was more confident in it, full range of motion.
Mike and many others have given great testimonials for William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics at 400 South Broadway in Glasgow, which you can check out online at comfortforamputees.com.
Yeah, I'm a rather large guy, and it takes a special prosthetic to carry my weight. In the first meeting with Mr. Bray, he realized by looking at the material they used to assemble my prosthetic that it wasn't at the weight limit to carry my weight, and had I not went to that consultation, I'd have never known that.
Professional care from someone who wears a prosthetic themselves. William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics.
If you're just not confident with it, I'd say go see Mr. Bray.
Call 629-5347.
Healthcare changes all the time, but at Hatchet Home Medical, we're a consistent friend to help you navigate the road to good health. We are your headquarters for all types of equipment and supplies to let you recuperate at home, and we keep up with all the changes. So let us file the paperwork for insurance reimbursement. Hatchet Home Medical's huge showroom and warehouse on Park Avenue in Glasgow lets us stock what you need, and our trained technicians are courteous and helpful when setting up and instructing you or your caretakers. We feature a 24-hour on-call phone number to help in emergencies. And remember, all healthcare professionals, Hatchet's Home Medical has the area's largest selection of nurses' uniforms and supplies, featuring the best of name brands. Whether you need a wheelchair, walker, hospital bed, or other assistive device, the name to remember is Hatchet Home Medical in the Park Avenue Shopping Center in Glasgow. Phone 651-9551.
Come on down to Bailey Gibson. The 2018s have to go.
All 2018 models are marked down. Buicks, GMCs, cars, trucks, SUVs, they've all got to go. Prices have been cut.
Cut below invoice?
Yes, get a new 2018 below invoice pricing, in addition to all available incentives. Need financing? We can help with that also. Come on down to 306 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Check out the big savings on all remaining 2018 Buicks and GMCs on the lot. These are the lowest prices of the year. Find the vehicle you like and let us help with the rest.
Remember, Buicks, GMCs, savings, Bailey Gibson.
Gibson, they're my deal-making, handshaking, wheel-turning, hard-working dealer.
Hello, Brennan Crane here for WCLU News. I'm here with Scott Curley, the president of the Kiwanis Club of Glasgow. How are you today, Scott?
Doing great, Brennan. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So just tell me a little bit about the Law Enforcement Appreciation Banquet coming up on June 11th.
The Kiwanis Club of Glasgow, along with 4 other civic organizations, the Lions Club of Glasgow, the Barron Evening Lions Club, the Kiwanis Club of Caverna, and then also the Rotary Club of Glasgow are collaborating to bring a law enforcement appreciation event on June the 11th. It's starting at 6 o'clock. That's at Ralphie's Fun Center. We have the Barron County culinary program that actually is catering that event. And that event is law enforcement officers are eating free of charge. They're invited, their spouses and also their kids. And afterwards, the kids will receive a Ralphie's wristband so that they can continue a family event after this is over. We have some awards that we're giving out. We also have probably about 35 door prizes that we'll be handing out to the officers and things along that line.
All right. And so you talk a little bit about how this is going to be at Ralphie's, and can you tell me a little bit about officers with children? How does that benefit them?
Well, officers with children, we want the children to see their parents appreciated for the job that they're doing in the community. There's so many negative things out there related to police in our society, statements made, things like that. And I know kids are hearing things at school. But we want them to see these civic organizations that they really do appreciate the officers for the sacrifices they make and the fact that our community is protected because of their efforts.
All right. And so tickets are $20, and it says that they can be purchased at the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce?
Yes, they can. And if someone saw me personally, I have tickets available also. But, yes, they're available at the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce. They're also now tickets for the officers and their spouses and kids are free of charge, obviously. But we felt like that business people and then also other family members of officers would like to come to show their support for them. We want to thank our event sponsors, HVAC Services Incorporated and TJ Regional Health, have come up to the plate, and they're sponsoring this event, and certainly couldn't do it without them.
Again, on June 11th, the Law Enforcement Appreciation Banquet. Of course, officers and their families are free of charge, but tickets are $20 for the public and any other family of officers. You can purchase those tickets at the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce. It's next Tuesday night at 6 p.m. at Ralphie's Fun Center, located at 702 Happy Valley Road here in Glasgow. Put on by HVAC and TJ Sampson, as well as the Kiwanis Club of Glasgow, Barron Evening Lions Club, the Rotary Club of Glasgow, Glasgow Lions Club, and the Kiwanis Club of Caverna. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's 7:17 on WCLU.
The People's Bank is not just your local community bank. We are your hometown family bank. When you walk through our doors, I know you by name and you are treated like my family. So please come and see me, Sue Gentry, at the People's Bank, 1300 West Main Street here in Glasgow, and I will be glad to help you with all of your banking needs.
The People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
53 degrees, 717 from WCLU. We had a great night last night as far as the first night of the Glasgow Rotary Club's annual Rotary Auction. Jamie McFarland, the chairman of the auction this year, is back. She is so inspired with how well it went last night that she is here with us this morning to preview night number 2. Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
I'm great, Henry. How are you?
Well, we had a lot of nice folks last night calling in, making bids, and you know what? It was some competitive bidding going on there last night on night number 1.
Yes, night number 1. It took just a few minutes for it to get going, but once it got going, those phones were ringing. We had lots of nice folks calling in, and I think everything went for a good price. A few people got a few good deals, but everything I feel like sold really well, and we're looking forward to tonight.
Well, that's the reason why I'm glad you're here, so you can kind of give us some highlights of what folks can look forward to tonight.
Well, our big item tonight is Strabaki Orthodontics is donating $2,000 worth of new orthodontic treatment. Now, you can't already be a patient there and be going through treatment. Scotty's Contracting in Stone is $500 of asphalt paving, and then South Central Bank's bringing back another Apple Watch tonight.
That thing went for I think it went for more than a retail value.
It did go for more than the retail value.
That's a community-minded bid right there for sure. When you
That's right.
exceed the value of it a little bit, just to make a statement about how much you love the community. What else we got to do?
We've got a few more country hams. We've got some more sunglasses for tonight. Of course, lots of more gift certificates. We've got the Glasgow Scotty basket and the WKU Hilltopper basket up tonight. Let's see. We've got all kinds of good stuff. We've got some more blowers, leaf blowers, and tools and that kind of thing. So we've got something for just about everyone tonight.
Well, I'm glad. And, of course, let's remind everybody it's from 6 until And, get in here early. We get started early, get bidding early, and we turn the items over each hour. So, you'll be able to get in there, maybe get some bargains really early tonight if you start early at 6 o'clock. It's on EPB Channel 6, on SCRTC Digital Cable 6. It's on WCLU 1490 and 103.1 and ESPN 1230. And if you're watching us on Facebook Live this morning or listening to us online at WCLUradio.com, the auction will actually be on that channel as well. So, hey, we're all over the place. All you got to do is bid in, Jamie.
You've got to bid. You've got to check us out. Call 659-3535 to place your bids. One item, Henry, I just noticed that is a nice item. Citizens First Bank has donated a Shark vacuum, one of those robot vacuums. Henry, you don't even have to do any work.
That's right. I've got one of those, and yes, they do work. I'm going to tell you, it's not some sort of a flash in the pan. It really does get the job done.
That's right. You can sit on the couch and watch it do your job.
It'll wake you up if you want it to, after you're done, so to speak. And let's see, what else was I going to say? Did we have a lot of folks come in last night and pay for their items and pick them up in the front lobby of the EPB?
We did have some folks, and I don't think we reminded people enough about that last night. We had so many items, we were going so fast, but you can come by the EPB tonight while you're there to get tonight's items. Now, we won't have last night's items there, but if you bought something last night, you can go by Limestone Bank today and pay and pick that up. Janice and her staff will be ready to help you get those.
Very accommodating, I've noticed, when you come to do that.
We transported them back over there last night. Yeah. I'm getting ready to leave here in just a few minutes and go get tonight's items and take out to the EPB. So if you buy something tonight, you can come by the EPB while we're there and pay for that and pick it up.
Well, let's have another successful night, Jamie, and thank you for getting up so early and coming by here and hanging out with us.
You bet.
Okay?
Thanks, Henry.
It's 7:22 at WCLU and 53 degrees.
Involving the toddler, the girl's father told police Otero may have left the state with the girl. Otero has ties to Bowling Green, as well as Alabama, Georgia, Indiana, and Tennessee. The Bevin administration is seeking to amend the state's Medicaid plan in an effort to provide greater health care access for students. The proposal would allow Kentucky school districts to utilize federal Medicaid funding to provide Medicaid-enrolled students with increased access to school-based health care, including mental health services, health screenings, and asthma management. Christy Putnam is Deputy Secretary of the Cabinet for Health and Family Services.
It really reduces some barriers in the classroom, and you just see so much more growth and so much more ability of that student to really succeed.
If approved, the goal is to begin the expansion of services and eligible students during the 2019-2020 school year for school districts choosing to participate. The Kentucky Association of Counties has a new leader at the helm. The group's board of directors appointed Jim Henderson as executive director and CEO. The association says Henderson has served as deputy executive director since January of last year. Both positions will be drawn later today for the third leg of horse racing's Triple Crown. 9 contenders are expected in the 1.5-mile Belmont Stakes on Saturday. Among them is trainer Dale Roman's Everfast.
Well, I think he's a little engine that could, and he'll just keep on coming. I don't think the 1.5 would be an issue. It might be an asset.
Everfast was second in the Preakness Stakes behind War of Will. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month or less. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway included at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/access now to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes taxes and fees. Includes 1 terabyte of data per month. Data overage charges apply. For details about data allowance, go to att.com/internet-usage. Geographic and service restrictions apply.
Celebrate your memories. No two funerals are exactly alike. Personalization is a valuable consideration, whether the ceremony is elaborate or simple. Funerals are often individualized to reflect the life and values of the deceased.
This is Follis Crow. It may reflect one's occupation, hobbies, or a lifetime of photo memories. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home in Glasgow. We're here for you.
Looks like locally heavy rain will be the main threat with any of the showers or storms that are headed our way. Slow-moving area of low pressure will be riding in. Now, today, don't have to worry about any of that. We're mostly sunny, a little warm, headed up to the upper 80s. And then tonight, chances for those scattered storms late. That overnight low falls back to the mid to upper 60s. More of the scattered showers and storms for Wednesday. Again, some could be severe. Afternoon high 89. Better chances for storms by Wednesday night. Jeff Eno from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
All right, Jeff, thanks a lot. 53 degrees this morning from the studios of WCLU. The constant coverage studio radar screen shows a little precip down in southwest Kentucky and southwest Tennessee, not causing anybody any trouble. But to say that it's bone dry out there would not be a correct statement, because in far west Kentucky, we're seeing some rain shower activity move in. We'll keep an eye on it for you as we get a little bit closer to this next rain event. We got a bunch of birthdays to share with you here just in a second, so hang on. I bet you know a lot of these folks.
A Wendy's Frosty is something special, and for a limited time, a Frosty is just 50 cents. An American classic for a classic price. It's not quite a milkshake, not quite an ice cream cone. It's definitely chocolate or vanilla. That choice is on you. Use a spoon or a French fry. Anything goes. A Frosty makes summer special. Yep, there's nothing quite like a Frosty. And at Wendy's, we got you with a Frosty for 50 cents. Get yours before this deal melts away.
Small Frosty only at participating Wendy's for a limited time. Price and participation may vary in Alaska and Hawaii.
Good morning, friends. There's a trend in today's society that I find discouraging as well as ridiculous. So ridiculous that I fear it exposes a lack of common decency amongst those who are victims of such a trend. That trend could be called guilt by association or perhaps blanket condemnation. Let me illustrate. Democrats are reviled by Republicans, and Republicans are slandered by Democrats, and supporters of the University of Louisville sports are disliked by someone who supports the University of Kentucky sports, and someone who loves the University of Kentucky is ridiculed by another who loves the University of Louisville. Someone who voted for one candidate is unfriended by someone who voted for the opposing party, and the cry is often heard, "You can't be my friend if you voted differently than I did, or if you like someone I don't like." Friends, this seems to be born out of ignorance, raised in arrogance, and sustained by foolishness. In reality, I suppose it shows a lack of emotional maturity on the part of those guilty of such drivel. What if Jesus displayed such a horrendous attitude? I suppose that would leave all of us out in the cold, wouldn't it? For none of us measure up to the teachings and expectations of the Master. Galatians 6:10, do good unto all men, especially those of the household of faith. And Romans 12:18, as much as in you lies, live at peace with all men. One choice is given, obey God or reject God. This is Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
Some people say, a pharmacy is a pharmacy. You go in, you buy the same pills you can buy anywhere. I would tell you different. I know from my own personal experience that Glasgow Prescription Center, the difference really is the people that work there. I was having a hard time sleeping. I couldn't get the right mask for my CPAP machine, and it was really affecting the way I live. Luckily, I met Bryant at Glasgow Prescription Center, and he pointed out a new mask that was similar to my old mask, but might fit better and might relieve the pressure that I just couldn't stand and couldn't sleep with at night. And I'm happy to say I'm sleeping better, I feel better, and it's all because I'm at the right person at the right pharmacy. Glasgow Prescription Center is not just any other pharmacy. And I would encourage you that if you're not happy with the service you're getting, or you're looking for the right kind of home medical product, or you just want to see a smiling face when you go to the pharmacy, Glasgow Prescription Center is the best place to go. Located in the Southgate Shopping Center, call 270-651-8889.
All right, 729 WCLU. We need to move forward right here and tell you about some birthdays that are happening today. Birthdays and anniversaries. And while we talk about birthdays, we got to be talking about Ralphie's Fun Center, because they make all of these celebrations absolutely fun indeed. Ralphie's, whether you got a big group, a small group, just a little get-together, just a way to, enjoy getting together. And you heard the news story that Brennan had about Ralphie's Fun Center involved in this First Responders Appreciation event that's coming up on the 11th of June, which we're going to be talking a whole lot more about. So they enjoy being a part of the community as well. It's Ralphie's Fun Center, and it is fun. Now, birthdays today. Kenneth Frazier. Happy birthday to you, Kenneth. Gary Brooks is having a birthday, and so is his grandson, Matthew Gray. That's neat. Granddaddy and grandson on the same day, Gary Brooks and Matthew Gray. Hallie Beals is sweet 16 today. Congratulations, Hallie Beals. Michelle Glover Wheeler celebrates. So does Lewis Wells, Kevin Douglas Coomer, William Rice, Isaac Hutchinson, Kaylin Davis. Brother Robbie Gilbert celebrates. It is also Jeff Blanton's birthday today. Happy birthday to Jeff Blanton. It's Jerry Landrum, Tiffany Woodard, Corbin Nunn. Corbin is 7 today. Harvey Simmons is 48. Tanya Clapp is 45. Happy birthday to Jerry Landrum, to Jackie Perkins. And yes, it is the 91st birthday today of Mr. Clyde Martin. Happy 91 to Mr. Clyde. Now, let's go over here and look at the anniversaries. Like Steve and Margaret Miller, a very nice couple with their 49th wedding anniversary today. How about the anniversary of Jason and Brandy Turner? David and Kathy Wiley with the wedding anniversary today. It's also Bobby and Myra Bishop, and it's number 36. Congratulations. 651-9149-800-956-1023. Online here from WCLUradio.com. And while I'm in a pause mode here, I want to be sure and remind you we are patting on the back today. This is a neat one because we get a lot of requests because of birthdays or retirements or anniversaries or whatever. And guess what? This one's just a guy being a nice guy. It's Eddie Ross Day on the radio. Eddie was requested to be good as gold simply because he's a tremendous guy and a great friend. And my goodness, what a nice thing to be said about you. So Eddie Ross is good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. Thank you. We're going to be giving away a birthday cake to somebody on this list. And we're going to be drawing from these names right here for somebody to get a birthday cake from Dairy Queen. That is always a much sought-after prize. That delicious ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. Sounds good, doesn't it? And also somebody's going to get a beautiful rose to display in their honor from Greer's Florist. So it's important to get those names in here at WCLU. It is 7:32 this morning and 59 degrees.
Congratulations, class of 2019. After years of tests, grueling all-nighters, and dreadful group projects, you finally did it.
You deserve something special that'll make you happier than the first day of summer break. After all, you deserve it.
That's exactly why Bluegrass Cellular is giving graduates a super special deal. Buy any iPhone and get $250 toward a gift for yourself.
Commemorate this occasion with premium Apple devices you'll love, like iPad, Apple Watch, and more.
Whether you plan to attend college,
enlist in the armed services,
or start a business, your new Apple products will help you graduate to the next step.
I would have loved something like an iPhone and iPad for graduation. There wouldn't have been a reason for me to carry around all of those textbooks.
Uh-huh. Uphill both ways, too, right, honey? Just help me read the legal stuff.
Right, dear. Restrictions apply. Visit Bluegrass Cellular online or in-store.
Bluegrass Cellular, your community, expanded.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
MLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Why do you choose the pharmacy you use? Is it because of someone you know, or is it short wait times? Highland Pharmacy has considered all of these things that make your experience at the pharmacy pleasant. With a top-notch staff of pharmacists and techs you know and trust, 2 drive-through windows, and a commitment to not making you sit and wait any longer than necessary, you can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion, 301 Rogers Road. Call 270-629-4300.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99. And a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuum non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
Hi folks, this is Ernie Wagner, Freedom Warriors Commander, Coordinator for the Vet Jam. Due to the imminent weather forecast for this week and this Saturday, we have moved the Vet Jam to the Plaza Theater. It starts at 11 a.m. with the opening ceremony and runs to 11 p.m. with our bands playing. The music will be just as great, and all the bands scheduled for the jam will be performing at the Plaza this Saturday. No coolers or camping will be allowed, of course. There will be alcohol sold at the event. Remember, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday. Vet Jam 13 at the Plaza Theater. Tell everyone you know. Thank you very much.
Make this the year that you transition into spring fully prepared. When it comes to making your home and property look its best to have Mammoth Cave Transplants at your side. Come to Mammoth Cave Transplants and see greenhouse after greenhouse full of bedding plants, hanging plants, trees, shrubs, all the lavish colors and full foliage plants ready to beautify the world around you. Have you always wanted to get a good start to your garden? Well, Janet Dennison and her staff enjoy helping people pick out the right gardening plants, supplies, and materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud and we'll be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing.
When the cat's away, the mice might play at Hurt Auto Sales, because we have Lucas Hurt, who is in charge of the broadcast today from Hurt Auto Sales at 621 West Main Street. Now, that's big shoes to fill, isn't it, Lucas?
It is, yeah. It's real big shoes to fill, I believe.
You know, you got a lot of pressure on you to do the same friendly, fine job that your daddy is well known for. And quite honestly, I think you are just as good at it as he is. So I think you could enjoy showing him up here maybe and giving some good information about some of the great deals up there at Hurt Auto Sales. And I got to say, and you got to say, okay, let's brag. Bobby Lee won't brag on himself, but, you know, that lot really looks so good the way that, of course, you know, with the change in the little building down there at the bottom of the hill and the way you got these cars on display up there at Hurt Auto Sales, it looks good, son. It does.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we like the new building. It's really nice.
So as far as on the lot, when a person pulls in the lot, give us some ideas of what they might think is nice up there today, Lucas.
We've gotten some new vehicles yesterday. We got in a 2011 Chrysler Sebring convertible, 200S, black in color, and we've got it priced for $8,500.
Okay. Wow. What? You sure that's the right price?
That is it. Sharp-looking vehicle.
8,500. Okay.
Very sharp.
All
We've
right.
also got in a 2007 Yukon,
Mm-hmm.
white in color, third-row seats, leather. It's got the DVD package in it. Very nice family vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
We have it priced for $10,900.
Okay. I like the fact that Hurt Auto Sales is proud to put the price on it right up front, so you know exactly what you're getting and what you're paying for it. And that's usually the shocker right there, Lucas. Keep going.
We've got a 2011 Chevy Suburban, also white in color, leather. Very nice vehicle, local trade. Got it priced for $15,900.
Okay. Excellent price.
Last but not least, we've got a 1994 Ford Ranger extended cab,
Mm-hmm.
wine in color, and we've got it priced for $2,500.
Now, when you say the words Ford truck, that means a whole lot to a lot of people. And when you can buy a Ford truck for $2,500, you've gotten a heck of a deal. Sounds like to me, Lucas.
That's right. Hey, it's a good vehicle. We just got it in yesterday. Come by and take it for a drive and take it home with you.
That's right. See how you like it. You know, that's the easy-going way to trade vehicles up at Hurt Auto Sales. And Lucas, I think you've done a good job of painting quite the nice picture of what's going on up there at Hurt Auto Sales, located at 621 West Main Street in Glasgow. And you want folks to come up there and see the selection and see how inexpensively you can trade cars. Got a motto to go by up there at Hurt Auto Sales. It is
no pain when you trade is hurt.
Thank you, Lucas. Have a good day, sir.
All right. Thank you, Henry.
Bye-bye. Lucas Hurt on the air on behalf of Hurt Auto Sales, 59 degrees, 741.
Whether you have a little boo-boo or a great big boo-boo, when it comes to your car, who fixes those problems really matters. Shaw's Body Shop in Glasgow is a well-established, reputable company capable of taking care of any size damage to your car. In fact, many major insurance carriers have Shaw's on their preferred repair shop list. What does that tell you? It tells you whether you have a little ding or a big bang. Get it fixed right with Shaw's Body Shop on West Main, 651-5172.
Spend your weekday afternoons learning the common sense way to handle your money. The Dave Ramsey Show on WCLU from 1 until 4 helps you deal with money management, debt freedom, and financial peace. Brought to you locally by Lock Shield Partners, creating a map for your future.
Your Midwest League champion Bowling Green Hot Rods are back for 2019. Come check out the all-new 360 Concourse, Splash Zone, Scoreboard, and much more. Get your tickets at bghotrods.com or by calling 901-2121. Hot Rods Baseball, fantastic.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new Loaded Hash Round Bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with Hardee's delicious breakfast favorites and in our 2 for $4 mix and match. Try a bowl today. They're actually really useful. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
Coming up, we've got Tidbit News. Brendan Crane will join me for the look at Tidbit News here just in a moment. And we always enjoy kind of seeing some of the things that are going on around here. What else do I need to remind you about? I like to be sure we're on top of things. You know, the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center has started a capital campaign with a goal to raise $50,000. They need to complete the construction on the 3rd floor. They need to rework a section in the military area to better display more military artifacts, and they need to update the antiquated computer technology at the Cultural Center. Now, you're going to feel good to make a donation in person at the Cultural Center. You can also feel good by donating by mailing your donation to Box 1714 in Glasgow, or you can go to the Cultural Center's website, donate using PayPal. Or you could purchase a memorial brick for $100. It'll be engraved in the memory of or in honor of a loved one. It'll be in place at the entranceway at the museum. Any amount is appreciated. No donation is too small. Those are fine folks who really get the job done down there and who really they have a love of history. They have a love of this community, and they can squeeze a dime as far as it'll go, but sometimes you just got to try to improve by having this capital campaign. So keep that in mind. down at the Cultural Center at 744. One of the largest estate sales of the year is coming up this Saturday morning. The Elmore auction team is selling the Judy Houchins estate. 5 tracts, including 3 homes and 2 building lots, plus farm machinery and personal property. The main auction will be at 41 West Matthews Mill Road. The brick home at this address features 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, a large eat-in kitchen, and much more. A second home to be auctioned is at 759 Finney Road and is also a brick 3-bedroom home, including a master suite with a full bath and much more. The third home of the auction is at 781 Finney Road and has 1 full bath, 3 or 4 bedrooms, and a living room. There's also 2 building lots in Haywood to be sold Saturday, plus fine antiques, tremendous glassware collection that includes Fostoria, tools, tractor, and more, a 2011 Buick Enclave, and so much more. It's one you don't want to miss. 10 a.m. Saturday at 41 West Matthews Mill Road. Go online at elmoreauction.com to see more. Elmore Realty and Auction, the auction specialist. Dakota Ray Elmore, principal broker and auctioneer.
Glasgow consists of over 8,000 homes and businesses, with a power and broadband grid consisting of 11,452 poles and 1,437 miles of electric and cable lines that are all powered by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. The Glasgow EPB also has 5,700 cable modems across Glasgow, providing customers with high-speed internet access. The Glasgow EPB manages all of these great services with a staff of less than 50 people that are dedicated to connecting Glasgow to the future. Stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB today on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on GlasgowEPB.net.
Hello, I'm Anthony Myatt. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
I need life insurance, but it's so complicated.
It can be. As a Modern Woodman agent, I'm trained to design the best plan for you.
Great. Thanks a lot. I'm so glad I called you.
Call me anytime at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
What does it mean to listen? At Time Savers, we believe listening means respecting a client's wishes, affording them dignity in making decisions, allowing them to acknowledge they are uncertain or skeptical of what the future may hold. At Time Savers, we are here to listen, to understand your personal care and home help needs, and to help you achieve the quality of life that you want, either for yourself or your loved ones. Whether you want to remain in your home as long as possible, or you need a little extra help in assisted living or memory care, Time Savers will listen and come up with the best solution for you. Call us at 270-792-5703 or go to mytimesaversky.com. That's 270-792-5703 or mytimesaversky.com. We listen, we understand, and we help.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
Well, I got hung up on the phone, and it took me a little bit longer to get up there to you than I thought it was going to, but I got there.
That's right.
We did.
We're here.
All right, Brendan Crane joining me for some tidbit news. Brendan is a recent graduate, which is why I think this is a neat story to have you here to share with us, okay?
All right.
Dateline, Danville, Kentucky. Nobody was more surprised than the Boyle County High School graduating class of 2019 that they had 10 sets of twins than some of the twins themselves. This is up in Boyle County, not far from here. Susan Michael, who is the senior class coordinator on staff at Boyle County High, said she discovered that almost 10% of the class were twins, only when she started ordering caps and gowns for graduation. It's interesting, they didn't notice it till that time. The students say they are not aware of any specific factors that resulted in so many twins in the class of 2019. Some of the sets of twins have become friends, actually. Michaela and Blake Carpenter have known Zach and Brandon Casey since kindergarten. Joshua Marin Bernal and Jacob Marin Bernal found that they share the same attitudes and the same birthdays. September the 13th of 2001 with the Johnson brothers, who are also twins. Now, how about that? You've got two sets of twins born on September the 13th of 2001 going to the same high school. Do you have any experience in statistics?
Well, I took a stats class this past year. Whether I contained all the knowledge or not, that's not for me to say. But I will say that, of course, in my class, we had a few sets of twins. We even had a set of triplets. So,
okay. Well, see there. It's more common than you think.
That's right.
The cases say they don't look enough alike automatically for people to recognize them as twins. I guess that's fraternal. Micah and Caleb Inlow say they maintain such individuality that many people don't even know that each of them has a brother. Twin Jordan Jones says he knew his classmates Kiara and Kira Thornton were sisters, but, quote, I didn't know they were twins until I found out just last week that they were twins, unquote. These kids don't talk a lot, do they?
That doesn't sound like it.
Since elementary school, the class of 2019 has slowly been collecting more and more twins. Keith Stocker, an identical twin to Brian Stocker, said he personally dyed his blonde hair a dark color to give myself my own identity away from my brother. Now, I can see that, even though I really hadn't thought about it.
Yeah.
You can look so much like your brother that you're just going to dye your hair to make sure that people don't automatically think that. Tina Jones says her twin sons, Jeremy and Jordan Jones, will face a significant separation for the first time when they go off to separate colleges, but she says she's not worried about them. Some of the twins haven't made a college choice, but a few have decided. Their interests range from law and medicine to farming and business.
It's a pretty diverse group there, I guess.
It really is, for sure. And, I just think it's interesting to think about it. That many, 10 sets of twins up in Danville, up at Boyle County, and not all of them knew each other, nor that they were twins. Now, your class is a pretty good-sized class.
Mm-hmm.
But I think y'all seem to be a really close class.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know all the twins in there, don't you?
That's right. Yeah, there are very.
You know the
few
triplets?
Yeah, of course I do. There are very few people, I think, that. I mean, it's not just me. I think generally across the board, we sort of are close. We kind of know each other. Yeah. Although there's there's over 300 of us.
Yeah. Well, I think that's good, and I hope that remains a fact as you all get older and go your separate ways.
Sure.
And this story, we just have to do this. I haven't actually, quite honestly, it's been so busy around here, I haven't paid attention to the national news, so I'm going to do this if you heard it okay. One of the most dominant competitive performances ever witnessed on TV is now over, Brennan. James Holzhauer has been defeated in his remarkable run on Jeopardy. Did you hear about this?
I heard something about this, yes.
Well, okay. Well, I'm going to fill in the blanks for you, okay?
All right.
He stopped just short of the iconic game show's all-time winning record. Are you ready for this? Emma Botcher botched it up for him, I guess. Boettcher. I hope I'm saying that right. Emma Botcher, a user experience librarian from Chicago. Explain that to me. What is a user experience librarian from Chicago?
A user experience librarian. I'm not too sure.
She won $46,801 yesterday to defeat Holzhauer, ending his prolific 32-game winning streak that captivated the nation. In 33 games, Holzhauer won $2,464,216. He was poised to take over the top spot in the show's all-time regular play winning list with one more big win, and he would settle for second. $56,484 is all that he lacked to beat computer scientist and author Ken Jennings, who's the guy. He holds the record, and here's the record, Brennan. $2,520,700, 74 games in 2004. Has it been that long?
It's pretty impressive.
Anyway, quote, I never really believed I could win 75 shows, but I definitely thought I had a great shot at Ken's cash winning record. This is what he said in a statement put out by the show. Let's see here. I'm reading his tweet here. You win this amount, but if Jeopardy ever gives me 43 second chance games, look out.
Yeah.
On Monday's show, Mr. Betcher grabbed the lead, Miss Botcher grabbed the lead in the double Jeopardy round and put the champ away with a $20,000 wager and the correct response of who is Christopher Marlowe in Final Jeopardy.
Wow.
Anyway, it was a good payday for this fella.
Well, of course, to just kind of cure the curiosity there, the library user experience, or the user experience librarian, she is responsible for assisting people with technology in the library.
Okay.
So I suppose she probably sees a lot, and she may read a lot, so she just sounds like she's smart.
Well, the thing is, it makes sense. Now that you tell me what it means, I'm glad to know.
Yeah, they enhance the user's experience.
All right.
It's pretty impressive.
It is.
That amount of money, just winning that from being smart, it's
Sure.
really good.
Maybe we could get a bunch of set of twins to play Jeopardy and see how that works out,
Yeah.
See who really is smart. Well, anyway, we got a lot of high school graduate twins, too. They could be smart. Thank you, Brennan. Tidbit News for today.
Enjoy half-off sushi every Monday and Tuesday at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow. That's right, half-off sushi each Monday and Tuesday at Shogun Bistro right off the square.